In the film Killers of the Flower Moon, Robert De Niro plays an evil man who makes a fortune off of exploiting Native Americans, who were making millions of dollars out of the oil in their land. So many white men married Native women for the rights to their money. And on the other side of the world, in the Philippines, something similar was happening. White men were marrying Native women not for their oil, but for their gold. The year is 1901, and after lots of bloodshed, the US now has a new colony, and 4 American soldiers came back here, to the Cordillera Mountains. They came for the first time in 1899, trying to capture Philippine President Emilio Aguinaldo. They didn't catch him there, but they did catch word about all the gold in the mountains. These Americans failed miserably at finding gold. I mean, they didn't really know what they were doing. They were soldiers, not prospectors. But they knew there was gold somewhere, because the Igorots had gold necklaces, earrings, rings. And some of these Americans married them, entitling these foreigners to a share of the Igorot gold. But unlike in America, there was no crime boss planning out murders. No Oscar-worthy movie ready to be made. Probably because in the years that followed, the Igorot families that these Americans married into would lose everything. The Philippine Organic Act of 1902 turned everything in the mountains into a free-for-all. As long as you mark an area with 2 posts, you could claim that it's yours. And imagine being an Igorot in 1902. Your family has been working these mines for generations, and then suddenly, a random white guy puts 2 sticks in the ground and tells you he owns it now. But according to the American government, which now owned the Philippines, he did. And a lot of Igorots lost their land. This happened over 100 years ago, but indigenous people in the Philippines are still exploited today when mining companies take minerals from their ancestral domain. And the water they drink, the air they breathe, is being polluted. And only 1% of the profit goes to them, if anything at all. But thankfully, there's a bill trying to change all that, trying to put in place regulations to safeguard food and water sources, trying to give indigenous people a bigger share of the profit. So please, sign this petition and help get this bill passed. Let's make a difference in the lives of our indigenous people and also in our country as a whole.